Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will discuss about quality control and inspection. What are the various methods of quality control, the definition of quality control, and on which stages quality control is necessary in any manufacturing plant or in any production unit. Here the some quotes about quality. Quality is not an accident, but it is the result of intelligent efforts. Now, the definition of quality is it is fitness for use, the totality of features and characteristics of a product or service that bear on its ability to satisfy a given need. Quality involves meeting customer needs, preferences, and exceeding it. Quality also encompasses people, process, and environment. In overall, quality is a measurement of our output standard when we compare to our desirable standard. When we are plan to make any product or any component, then our prerequisites, then we decide the uh, prerequisites performances of that particular object, and after the final production of that project, we compare the characteristics of both products, our pre-assumpted product characteristics of our pre-assumpted product and the characteristics of final goods product uh, from manufacturing unit, and thus we know that about the quality of the product. Why quality control is needed in any manufacturing unit? Manufacturing process is a repetitive process depending on both controllable and non-controllable factor. Manufacturing process is a repetitive process, like various types of manufacturing process or manufacturing system, like continuous manufacturing system, batch type manufacturing system, on the basis of machines use types of manufacturing system. These are depend on both controllable and non-controllable factor. Here the controllable factors means to assign a skilled labor, to assign appropriate machine for appropriate machining, and the non-controllable factors such as idling of machine due to the failure of any component, or due to the lack of raw material, or due to the lack of any resources like water or electricity. This produce deviation in the quality of the product, and these controllable and the non-controllable parameters or factors, these overall deviate the quality of the product. Quality control is a process of verification or correction of the quality of the product when deviation are found to be more than expected. As we have discussed earlier, we expect some special characteristics or some characteristics in final product, and when the product comes from company or any manufacturing unit, then we compare the various parameters of characteristics. If deviation is less, or if deviation is between the margin, then the product is go to the final inventory, or if the deviation is more, or if the occurrence of deviation is more, then we slightly change our process. It may be changes of raw material, it may be changes of machines, and sometimes changes of skilled or non-skilled labor also. Then this is the overall process of quality control. The changes made for the little deviation in the characteristics as per our described characteristics. For we have described earlier or for we have planned earlier. What is quality control? Those planned and systematic actions which provides a mean to control and measure the characteristics of product, process, or a service to establish requirement. As we have discussed, we have established some requirements or some requirements of characteristics earlier. Either it is any product or it is any process or it is any service industry, and then we take some actions like during the inspection process we have seen that if any deviation we found, then we implement quality control, because the quality comes out because the quality of any product comes out from the industry is more deviated from our prerequisites characteristics of that product. Thus the quality control is needed for betterment of our product, for betterment characteristics of our product, and for the overall customer satisfaction. Quality control as per Indian Standard Organization or ISO. The operational technique and activities that are used to satisfy quality requirement. The operational technique and activities, these are the techniques or these are the activities which we are using for the quality control in any manufacturing unit, and this technique and activities must satisfy the quality requirement of final product. The quality control system verifies and maintain desired level of quality in an existing product or service by careful planning, use of proper equipment, and continued inspection and corrective action are required. It verifies and maintain the level of quality. The level verifies and maintain the level of quality for existing product, for that type of product which are regularly in production line or service which we are providing to any customer, and it ensure the usage of proper equipments, proper method, uh, and the proper charts for continuous inspection. And on the basis of these usage of proper equipment, on the basis of proper machining process, and on the basis of continued inspection, if we found any error in the final product or if we find more deviation in the final product, then corrective action are required, or corrective action as required for the changement of planning, process, machine, and the raw material. Because overall, our aim is to uh, characterize the overall product as per our desire or as per our requirement. What is quality control inspection? According to the ISO, activity of measuring, examine, testing one or more characteristics of a product or service and comparing the result with a specified requirement characteristics in order to establish whether conformity is achieved for each characteristics or not. Quality control inspection, or we can say that inspection is a overall activity. Either we inspect the raw material, either we inspect machining process, either we inspect the skillness of labor, or inspection of machining process means inspection of running inventory, material inventory to the finished good inventory. Inspection activities takes many type of processes like measuring of component, examining of component, testing of component. Examining can be defined into different ways, like surface examining, uh, under material examining. Uh, Similarly, testing, various types of testing we are using in inspection method. So it is the activity of measuring, examining, testing the characteristics of product, which we have decided earlier. Inspection is a uh, activity of measuring, examining, testing one or more characteristics of any product, which we described earlier. This is the quality control and the inspection. If we concentrate about quality, then the some factors affect the quality or quality control, like correction of defect. If regularly we found any error, then regularly correction is required for the betterment, for the better characteristics of that product. Determines of cause of defect. In the inspection process, we generally find out the what are the various causes which is responsible for any defect or any deviation of the characteristics of that product. Inspection loop, is there any inspection loop is during machining process, or during the quality of raw material, we also checked in inspection process. Identification of defects on the basis of examine the parameters, or on the basis of testing the parameters, we find the we find various types of defects, and the reason behind these defects, and finally we try to find out the method for elimination of these type of defects, which we found during the inspection of that particular object or that particular machining process, or the quality of the raw material. Feedback of this defect to appropriate person. uh, we make a chart during the inspection process, or we make a chart during the quality control process, and the feedback of this defect, if a person on a machine A is machining any process or machining any component, and the defect occurs at the point, and after another stage, the QC team or the inspection team find that the occurs come from the machine A, then the feedback should be reach that person, or the for knowing the errors, or for the reason behind the reasons, sent to that particular operator to eliminate or try to find out the method for elimination of that errors. These are the if we centralize the quality, then these are the various factors which affect the quality, like correction of defect. How we correct the defect? On the basis of that examining or that testing parameter, uh, we can find the better method for correction of defects. Inspection loops, identification of defects, feedback of this defect to the appropriate person, determination of the causes of defect. This is the quality control throughout the production system, like inputs. We check the quality at the when coming material from the any vendor or any suppliers, like quality of raw material, quality of parts, and quality of supplier. Then it's goes to the production process, from material, from the raw material to goes to the production process for conversion of raw material into our desired shape or into our desired design. Here are the output of the production process, mean our desired shape and design we get into the output process. Here the if we found any error like in the quality of raw material, then use these type of meter for eliminate the quality defect or any occur in the raw material, like control charts and acceptance plans. These are the inspection methods. We make a control chart and the acceptance plans, like mm, how much deviation in raw material quality we accept, or how much deviation in quality we reject and uh, send source back to the vendors. Here production control. In the production process, we examine and testing the various processes and the various process parameters, like which type of cutting tool we are using, single point cutting tool or multi point cutting tool, which type of machine performances given during the manufacturing process. And for the final product and service, when we got from the manufacturing plant or production unit, we check the quality of output plans or quality of outputs, like raw material quality check. Here we also make a control chart and acceptance plans, that how much deviation of quality as compare occur, how much deviation of quality of any product occurs when compared to the our pre-described characteristics of that product. This is the overall from the quality control. In the next chapter, we will discuss about various methods of quality control and various methods of inspection process. In this lecture, uh, we have learned that what is quality control, what is inspection. We have seen the definitions and how it affect any manufacturing plant, and on which basis the necessity of quality control is carried out, like during incoming of raw material, like during running inventory, like during finished product. Thank you. Thank you all. Hello all. In this previous chapter, we have seen that various aspects of production planning and control. We have also seen that production planning and control plays a vital role in any manufacturing system. It ensures the maximum utilization of resources like manpower, raw material, and best manufacturing process for processing any object into the final object. Now, in this chapter, we are going to see that various steps involved in production planning and control. Here in the screen, we can see that there are four stages of production planning and control, which ensure the best maximum result to the any manufacturing firm or any manufacturing company. Or we can say that production planning and control is not beneficial for any manufacturing plant. It is also beneficial for any service sector. Now, there are four steps which we are involved in, which is involved in production planning and control. First step is routing, second one is scheduling, third one is dispatching, and fourth one is follow up. Now, we will going to discuss about one by one. Our first step is routing. Routing is the first step in production planning and control. It can be defined as the process of deciding the path of work and sequence of operation. Now, we all knowing that in manufacturing plants or in any manufacturing system, there is a sequence of process associated with that project on which product on that product there are a lot of processes doing in any in any manufacturing unit for getting our desired result. This routing is defined the actual path of that object. Means like which manufacturing operation will be earlier, which manufacturing operation in the middle, and which manufacturing operation in the last of that processes. Routing fixes in advance like the quantity and quality of the product, the main machine material which is going to be used, the type, number, and sequences of manufacturing operations, and the place of production. It is not only define the deciding path or the sequence of operation. It also defines the quantity and quality of the product. Here, routing is the first step. Now, regarding this first step, we only talk about the raw material, means quality of the raw material and quantity of the raw material which is going to used in that manufacturing company to get our finished product. And the second point of routing is the main machine material, etc. to be used. Means in that sequences or in that path of sequences, mm, which type of labor like skilled labor or unskilled labor, which type of machines like automated machines or manual machines, and that material which we already inspected, the quantity and the quality of that material. It ensure the usage of above three components. Means man either will be skilled or it will be non-skilled. Machines, it will be automated or it will be manual. And material here refers to the only quantity of material and quality of that material. The third point of routing is the types, numbers, and sequences of manufacturing operations. Means we know that there are various departments in any manufacturing company, like forging department, casting department, lathe operations department. It ensures the which type of operation comes first, which comes in the middle, and so on, which comes in the last operation on that product. And the fourth point of routing is the place of production. The place of production here defined as the existence of that manufacturing plant in particular locality or in particular area where there are many ancillary service are available, like if we producing if you producing heavy component, then for that heavy component there are many ancillary component which is associated with that object. Then when you say routing is also ensure that that ancillary objects, yeah, that ancillary objects associated with which is associated with our component is nearby available or not. In short, we can say that routing determine what, how much, with which, how, and where to produce. Routing may be either very simple or complex. This depends upon the nature of the production. In a continuous production, it is automatic. It is very simple. How in a job order, it is very complex. Here, there is a term like continuous production. Continuous production refers to that type of plant where the continuous production is going out about any product, and the job order production is defined at the in any manufacturing plant. Production is based on what a customer give order to that company. This is called the job order production type. Actually, continuous production type and job order production type, this is a type of a production system types of production system refers to any manufacturing company. There are four type of production system which is associated with any manufacturing company, like continuous production, a job shop production, batch production. Uh, Routing is affected by the human factor. Therefore, it should recognize human needs, desires, and expectation. It is also affected by a plant layout. The fourth type of the production system is plant layout production system. The main objective of routing is to determine the best and cheapest sequence of operations to ensure that this sequence is followed in the factory. Means mm, our last aim is to maximize the profit and minimize the overall cost of that that object. We can say that overall cost of that object and maximize the profit of our company. Then routing determines the usage of best quality of raw material, quantity which we have to needed to produce at the for any time interval like 1 day or 1 week for 1 month. Uh, it also decides best usage of manpower, machines, and processes. Routing gives a very systematic method of converting raw material into finished good. As we have discussed earlier, it is tells about us sequences of processes, sequences of manufacturing process. Then we can say that it gives a very systematic method of converting raw material to the finished good. It leads to a smooth and efficient work. It leads to optimize utilization of resources, namely machine or material. It leads to division of labor, means either labor will be skilled or labor will be unskilled. It ensures a continuous flow of material without any backtracking. A continuous flow of material means which we have discussed earlier about quantity of raw material. If we have sufficient quantity of raw material, then for that time period, then for that time period, our no machine will be in ideal condition, or no any manpower will be in ideal condition for that time of period only. It saves times and space. It makes the work easy for the production engineer and foreman, because it makes the work easy for the production engineer and the foreman, because it already defined the best and suitable sequences of processes which will be applied on that raw material for converting this into a final object. It has a great influence on design of factory building and install machine. Actually, the last point is it is telling about great influence on design of factory. Means we have earlier discussed that any manufacturing plant have many divisions, like forging, like casting, like welding. Then routing ensure the establishment of various department respect to the various processes which will be applied on that raw material to converting in that finished good. Lastly, here these points are, we can say that these points are a advantage of routing in any manufacturing plant. There are 5 or 6 plant. You may take a screenshot of that pages, and if question arise, like write down various aspects of routing, or various advantages of routing, or how routing is beneficial for any manufacturing plant, then surely you have to write these type of points in that type of questions. Now the second step is scheduling. Scheduling is the second step in the production planning and control. It comes after routing. Means in the routing we have already defined the best suitable manufacturing process or best suitable sequences of manufacturing process for getting our desired result. Now scheduling comes after routing steps. Now scheduling means to fix the amount of work to do. How much amount of work, or how much processes, how much any manufacturing processes which have to done on that particular raw material. Arrange the second point of scheduling is arrange the different manufacturing operations in order of priority. Like various manufacturing process, if you're talking about various operations on the lathe machine, there is a facing, there is a turning, there are two or three types of turning, step turning, uh, step turning, cone turning, or chamfering. There are very manufacturing process only associated with less lathe. Then scheduling ensure the order of that priority, means which manufacturing processes we have to done first, facing or turning or chamfering. Now the third point of scheduling is fix the starting and completing date time for each operation. There is a very important aspects of any production system or any manufacturing plant. Means it decide the rate of our production, or rate of production of any manufacturing plant. It commit to delivery of the project to the vendors or to the end customers within deadline. If we fix means if our company is running on the principle of production planning and control, then scheduling ensure the delivery of shipment within deadline. Scheduling is also done for material parts, machines. So it is like a timetable of production. It is similar to the timetable prepared by the railways. Means which train comes first, and which means we generally saying that Rajdhani are always running ahead of super fast trains, then express, then local trains. Like that, scheduling ensure the priorities of manufacturing process which have to done on that object to transform in final object. Time element is given a special importance to the scheduling. Means time important is given a special importance in the scheduling. Means in a particular time, like 5 minute or 6 minute, you have to complete that operations. Uh, there are the different type of schedule, namely master schedule, operation schedule, and daily schedule. Master schedule represent all over schedule of that manufacturing plant. Operation schedule here refers to the only operations, means only manufacturing process are associated with this. And daily schedule means from till morning to the evening, what kind of processes or what kind of operation usage on that raw material. Scheduling helps to make the optimum use of time. Where in the routing we have seen that the optimum usage of man, optimum usage of machine, and optimum usage of raw materials. Here in the scheduling, it defines only optimum usage of times. It seems that each piece of the work is started and completed at the certain predetermined times. It helps to complete the job systematically and in time. It brings time coordination in the production planning. All the helps to deliver the goals. Means we can see that these points are associated with the benefits of scheduling. Like earlier topic, we can see that if questions come regarding the benefits of scheduling or advantage of scheduling, or how scheduling is beneficial for our any manufacturing plant, then surely we have to write these points. These points basically, all points here refers to the maximum utilization of the time. Means it tells about the starting time and the finish time, if all processes and all workers are working timely in that manufacturing plant. So scheduling is an important step in production planning and control, because it is associated with time. Means what our commitment with our vendors, or what our commitment regarding delivery of that object with our customers. uh, Scheduling fulfill that requirement, because it ensure the on time production of that particular object, and our finished good inventory is also fulfilled, so that in near future we have no any shortage of delivering goods, or delivering finished goods in the market, or our vendors or our customers. Now the third step is dispatching. Dispatching is the third step in production planning and control. It is the action doing on implementation is. It comes after routing and scheduling. Dispatching means dispatching is the third step in production planning and control. It is the action doing or implementation stage. Means when raw material means in first point routing, we have select raw material, we have select quality of raw material, we have select quantity of raw material. In second steps in scheduling, uh, 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 we have we are having a timetable of that manufacturing processes. Now in the third step, the implementation of that manufacturing processes uh, on raw material. We can say that the implementation of that manufacturing processes according to timetable, or according to scheduling on that particular raw material. Dispatching means starting the process of production. Means this step come from when we switch on the lathe machine. It is an example. Means which we it starts which we on the switch of the lathe machine. Then we can say that dispatching is a start. Yeah, dispatching is a starting, because now the action phase is going on that particular raw material. It provides the necessary authority to start the work. Necessary authority means if we talking about welding, then the surely HOD of welding department of any manufacturing plant give you order to start the dispatching, or start the doing work, or start doing welding on that particular object. It is based on the route sheet and schedule sheets. Here we can see that this is the line. It is based on route sheet and schedule sheet. Route sheets here refers to the routing, which we have all earlier discussed about the best utilization of man, machine, and raw materials, and the schedule sheets, which already describe about the timetable of manufacturing process. Dispatching include the following points are included with dispatching steps: issue of material, tools, fixtures which are necessary for actual production, materials, raw materials, cutting tools like a single point cutting tool or multi point cutting tool. Fixture are associated with a jig and fixture. Means it is associated with that raw material. Fixture is uses when if we placed raw material in that machine for any operation. If we found any tilt or any tiltment of raw material, then we use a small fixtures just below the material, so that our raw material is strongly fixed on
that particular machine for machining purpose. Machining will be either done by the single point cutting tool or multi point cutting tool. Second point is issue of order instructions drawing for starting of work. Third point is maintaining proper records of the starting and completing each job on time. Here, maintaining proper records of starting and completing each job on time, because it is the feedback of scheduling steps. We have already discussed that in scheduling steps, there is a timetable for each and every manufacturing process. Then, if we maintain a data sheet, means starting the processing time and completing the mm, that one manufacturing process, then we can assume that or we can predict that overall processes is going according to our scheduling time or not. Now the fourth point is moving the work from one person to another as per schedule. Means we have to produce in a series production. In the series production, first it is implemented by the Henry Ford for the making of Ford cars. There are the various assembly lines associated with the each one, and the first component going to the first man or first lever. Then the first lever only have to process only one manufacturing process, or any process. Then it goes to the second, then it goes to a third, and the later on going to, and in lastly we got a finished product. Then it also ensure the flow from or moving from one person to another, like routine prescribed by scheduling step. Now the fifth point is starting the control procedure, and the sixth is recording the ideal time of machine. I hear ideal time of machine is refers to the how much time machine is in ideal position or not doing any work due to any defect or due to absent of any labor. Means uh, uh, there is no running of machine in ideal time. Ideal time refers to the machine in a stationary position. That time, in ideal time or that time, there is no work performing on that machine. Either it for the any disturbance in machine or any absent of manpower uh, manpower which is associated with that machine. Dispatching may be either centralized or decentralized. Under centralized dispatching, order are issued directly by the central authority like GM or AM, and under decentralized dispatching, order are the issued by concerned department. We have already seen that there are the various departments in the manufacturing plants. Then decentralized dispatching refers to the any order of starting the machine or starting the process issued by the head of concerned department. Now the fourth step is follow up. Follow up or expediting the last step in the production planning and control. It is the controlling device. It is the concerned with the evaluation of the result. Follow up means the regularly inspection in each and every applied in each and every steps, means routing, scheduling, and dispatching state. Means inspection is carried out in above three steps. On the basis of that inspection, on the basis of data made by that inspection, we can say that if any error, uh, if any error there is any error during our inspection, Then in the next step, means next time of routing, dispatching, or scheduling, we have to minimize that error. Follow-up finds out any remove of defects, delays, limitation, bottlenecks, loopholes in the production process. It because if we find these type of activities, means any defects, delay, limitations, bottlenecks, loopholes, then for the next processes we are ready to remove this type of limitations or bottlenecks. It measure the actual performance and compare it to the expected performance. Because firstly, when we do any processes like routing, scheduling, and dispatching, and after we have finished goods in our hand, then on the basis of inspection we can say that how much takes each time, or how much take time by any specific manufacturing process. On that basis we can say that there is slightly change in routing, scheduling, or dispatching for the better rate of production of any manufacturing plants. It maintain proper records of the work, delay, and bottlenecks. Such records are used in future of the control production. Follow-up is performed by the stock shares and the expenditure. Follow-up is necessary when the production decreases, even when there is a proper routing and scheduling. Production may be disturbed due to the breakdown of machinery, failure. There is the some circumstances where where we simply ignore these type of delays, limitations, or bottlenecks, because due to breakdown of any machinery, or failure of power, shortage of materials, or labor strike, these are also like these type of factors. Now if we summarize these chapter, we can say that in the last of the chapter, in this chapter we learnt about various steps in production planning and control, how it is affected to any manufacturing plant. There are four plants. I am going to summarize this lecture. There are four steps in production planning and control: routing, scheduling, dispatching, and follow up. Routing ensure the maximum utilization of manpower, machines, uh, and quality and quantity of raw material. Whether the second step, scheduling, is all about time, means it is a timetable of manufacturing process, how much time the object is stationary in one department, and how much time of the object is stationary in another department. Dispatching is start the operation uh, uh, by the order of head of department or head of the company. And the fourth one is follow up. Follow up is feedback. We can say that this is a feedback. If any error, if we applying these three on quality basis, routing, scheduling, and dispatching, then what are our feedback? On the basis of feedback, if we have some change in routing, scheduling, and dispatching, then surely we have to done for a better rate of production. Thank you. Thank you all.